and welcome to another Bimmer Fixer video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to retrofit Bluetooth audio to your BMW 5 Series e60. Now, as you are all aware, the e60 didn't actually come with Bluetooth audio, which is a real pain. You have the Bluetooth telephone, but you don't actually have Bluetooth audio, which is really frustrating. There's a few things you can do. There's a module you can buy online that goes into the glove box that replaces the CD changer cassette. It's quite fiddly. And if you get it wrong, there's two wires in particular. If you get them crossed, you can cause all sorts of issues. So it's a bit of a dangerous one to do. So I don't really want to do that. The other one is to fit a module like this. So this works if you've already got the aux socket. If you haven't already got an aux socket, you can buy something similar to this that goes into the back of the head unit. That then automatically programs the iDrive, and then that gives you an aux cable, or an aux socket I should say, but not actually Bluetooth. But if you have a aux socket, so in the back here with me, if you've got that, then you can use one of these adapters to actually give yourself Bluetooth audio. Now, you can either attach it. This is actually designed to, as you can see from the plug there, it's actually designed to go into the back of the head unit, and you tap into a live somewhere behind there. So I got to thinking, because the only problem is with that is you have to take the dash apart, the climate control, CD, DVD player, and all the trim, and then move the shifter out of the way. It's a bit of a ball ache. But I thought, what if we can actually hardwire this to the other end of the aux socket? So actually in the back, but under the front armrest. So if you're watching this, then it's worked. So you can follow this and do the same. But yeah, so what I'm actually going to do, the plan is to take that plug off the end of here. Let's try to get it out, I'll show you. Okay, so it's to actually remove that plug completely, and then actually tap into and solder into the aux socket, actually in the inside of the armrest, and then tap into the 12 volt power outlets in the back, because we've got two in the e60, so the cigarette lighters. So we're going to tap into those, tap into the aux, so so when you select aux on the iDrive, it thinks it's getting there from a normal jack's signal, like that, but it's actually not. It's receiving it from your phone. So what I'll do now, I'll run through everything you're going to need, and then we'll make a start. Okay, so everything you're going to need for this one to start, you're going to need some trim removal tools. Okay, so you don't obviously need that lot, but as long as you've got something to remove the trim with the two power outlets and the aux socket in, that'd be fine. You're going to need some, you're going to need a soldering iron and some solder like this. Now, this is a 5-core solder, so it already has flux in the center. If you've just got ordinary solder, it'll work fine. You're just going to need some flux as well. That'll make life so much easier. I'm going to need some snips like this, okay, and some wire strippers like this one. Don't have to be like this, but as long as you've got something to actually part the wire, and some electrical tape. Now, ideally we'd be using shrink wrap, but because of the type of join we're doing, shrink wrap might be a bit tricky to do, so we're just going to use some good old electrical tape there, and obviously the device itself. Okay, so this is a bit of a closer look. Like I say, it's designed for that to clip in the back of the head unit, replacing the CD changer or the aux socket. We're going to lock that off and actually tap into the aux. So what we'll do now is we'll get ready to take out the trim, and then I'll show you the wiring in a bit more detail, where we're going to cut and where we're going to splice into. Okay, so first step is to remove this piece of trim. It's fairly simple. Just with your trim removal tool, aim for the lower half at the on the side, and just pry up gently on both sides. Now what that'll do is that will pull the bottom out, then just drop the top down. It's held in place by that little ridge there, and that tucks underneath that vent. So just be wary when it's come out, you've got to drop it. So to secure it, there's two clips, one on that side and then one on the other side. So another reason why you just want to apply the pressure on the lower half, because if you're up the top, it'll take forever and you'll probably damage the trim. So this will reveal the wires in the back. So on the back of the aux socket here, we've got a yellow, black, and like a clear silvery one. Now my guess is the yellow and black are left and right speaker signals, and the silver one is the ground. Now we're going to tap our power for our little unit from the cigarette lighter here. So we have the brown and red there, which is live, and the ground, which is the green and white one there. The colours on the little unit itself are slightly different. Obviously, the red one is the live, so that will go into the brown one there, and the black will go to the green. On the little plug here, which we will snip off, I'm guessing, well actually I think the white and red are actually left and right, I'll get the focus, left and right signals, and the black is actually the ground in this case. So what we'll do is we'll splice these into here and on these, and hopefully it should all work. But what I'll do now is I'll show you how to splice the wires carefully, and then we'll solder those in. Okay, so once you've exposed the wires at the back, we're going to start on the aux socket first. So all you need to do is separate the wires so that you've got enough room to get your wire strippers in, like this. So these particular ones, they're really good because they're self-adjusting to the thickness of wire or gauge of wire. So you just pop it in like that, pull down, and then just gently pull apart. There we go, and you can see there we've got a nice, we just need to tidy it up, but we've got a nice entry point there that we can tap into. So what we'll do now is we'll do the same with the black one and then the ground, and then we should do the same with the power and ground on the back of the cigarette lighter, and then we'll solder everything in together. Okay, so once your wires have been separated and are ready to be soldered into, I've removed the wires on the back of the cigarette lighter just to make things a bit easier, give you a bit more room. But once that's all done, you're then ready to get the kit ready. Now obviously, because we're not using this how it was intended, this would usually clip in the back and you would just tap into with these. We're actually going to be removing this bit here. So all we need to do is use just this little tab there. You can just pull down on that and that should slide out. Now you can either, if you want to keep the pins, you can use a little pin to pop in the ends there and remove them. We're going to go full savage. Where's the snips? Okay, so all we're going to do is we're just going to lock that straight off, like that, and remove that bit of heat shrink. There we go. So what we'll do is we will actually just take some of this cord back a bit, and then that'll allow us to give us a bit more wiring, a bit more wire on each of those, and make it a bit easier for us to solder into the black and yellow and the clear one down on the aux socket. Okay, so I've gone and done the yellow one there, yellow and white first, just to make sure everything was all okay. That's soldered up nicely. So we're going to try and do the red and black one now. So like I said before, I'm hoping that these two are the left and right speaker signals. If not, it's not the end of the world. We can just unsolder it and then change them around. Okay, so I don't know if you can quite see that there. All you need to do is wrap it around the black wire there, like that. Okay, and then so you've got it nice and neat like that. Okay, I hope you can see it. Okay, and then we grab our soldering iron and solder. Now if you can, try not to let the solder touch the iron and try and get the heat onto the wire first. That might take a little while. Hope you can see it okay. Another thing that's worth pointing out with this is try not to breathe in the fumes, because they're not very nice or good for you. There we are. So that's that done there. Just going to open the door because that's quite smoky. There we go. Give that a second to just cool down to touch. There we go. And just give it a little tug, little wiggle, and that's nice and secure. Not the neatest, but once it's got tape on there, you won't see that. But that's a nice strong connection. So just one more left to do. Do the black onto this clear one. and then the power cables, and then we should be ready to test. But it's exactly the same process, just wrap the wire from the adapter onto the ones on the cigarette lighter, and then you're good to go. Okay guys, so that's all the soldering done and completed. I think I did say that the red went onto the brown and black onto the green. It's the other way around. I did think after that the accessory switch on the ignition, so only the power coming from the battery when the ignition is on is green. So yeah, so it must be getting power, because we've got it here on this Sky International is actually this device. I'm hoping it's not going to make a horrible noise when it connects and it's just a nice bleep. That'd be nice. But yeah, so black to brown and red to green. Sorry about that if I got that wrong initially. And then here what we're going to do now is we'll just see if we can connect it. That's the beep, so that's a good sign. That means that the speakers are working. So what we'll do now is we'll find some copyright free music. Awesome. That sounds really good too. Just going to make sure it's coming from all four corners. Yes, that's it. So there we go. That's the combination that we so we've got that right the first time. So in this case then it was the white went to the yellow on the car, the red went onto the black of the car, and the black from the car went to the the black from the Bluetooth device went to the clear, which must have been the ground. So there we go. Awesome. What we'll do now is get these all taped up with the electrical tape, and then we will make sure everything fits away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this little bit, this device, I'm going to tuck it in there. I'm hoping to get it tucked right at the back there, because what I want to do, hopefully in the next video, is actually put a USB charging port in the armrest inside here. So that'll be the next one hopefully. But what we'll do now is we'll get all cleaned up, get everything all taped up, and then make sure everything all works after. And there we have it guys, and that's how you can retrofit Bluetooth audio to your BMW 5 Series E60. It's nice and simple. You don't have to rip the dash apart, you don't have to put a £400 head unit in, you don't have to use one of those dodgy, tricky CD changer upgrades in the glove box. It's just that £14 Bluetooth adapter. You can get them for about £10 as well. Try and stay away from the really cheap ones. They're about £3 or £4. They're going to be rubbish and they just won't work. But yeah, just aim for one of those, you'll be fine. The color coding on the wire should be the same, so just follow what I did in the video and you shouldn't have any issues. If you do have any issues or you've got any questions, just ask away in the comments. I'll get back to everyone as quick as I can. But yeah, I'm chuffed to meatballs with that. I'm over the moon. It's made such a difference. It's just nice, one of those nice little things to have. But yeah, if you haven't already and you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. Please hit the like notification as well if you enjoyed it. And don't forget the bell notification so you get told when I release a new video. Thank you very much guys. I really appreciate all your support and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.